Hey Magic family, welcome back on magicraventarot channel. For those of you who are new here on this reading, you are welcome and I invite you to see this reading. And for those of you who returned here to my channel, thank you for all the support that you guys are giving to me lately. I am very, very grateful for that. And for today's reading, we have as usually pile number 1, pile number 2 and pile number 3, and we will find out what is coming next when it comes about your health life, what is coming next in your health life. So take your time and think about which pile you want to choose or feel drawn to, and let's start with pile number 1. And we ask the universe and the spirit guides to tell us kindly. All right. So we have for pile number 1, what is coming next in your health life. And it's good to know this because we might see what could be the issues, how we can improve our health life, which is quite important for our well-being, physical, mentally, spiritually. All right. So we do have the cards already, and take your time and pick up the pile that you feel drawn to. We have for pile number 1 this beautiful green owl, for pile number 2 a brown pumpkin, and for pile number 3 a gray fox. And if you feel that you want to choose more than one pile, do that. So it's all right, and let's go to the shuffle part. Alright, so now I have on my left side 2 oracle decks and on my right side 4 tarot decks, and we will start with this beautiful angel oracle decks and pick up one card for each pile in part and ask the universe and the spirit guides nicely to tell us what is coming next in health life. Where do we have to pay attention? Where we can improve. I would like to know also for pile number 2, please. All right. For pile number 3 as well. Okay. Pile number 1. What is coming next in our health life? Where do we have to pay attention and what we can improve when it comes about our health? All right, so I will take them both for pile number 1. Let's see for pile number 2. This one for pile number 3. I will take the first 2. It seems that today for this reading the cards come very easily, so those messages are really needed. And let's start with the tarot decks and see what is going on with our health. Pile number, all right, I will take it. For pile number 2, all right. And for pile number 3. Thank you. So I will take this and this one. Let's continue. For pile number 1, we ask the spirit kindly we have 1 card. Second card. Now I would like to know for... Thank you. I would like 1 more card for pile number 2. Okay. So we will take this and this. And now for pile number 3. One card. And a second. We have 1 card for pile number 1 and the second card. Let's see for pile number 2 as well. What is coming next with their health? What do they need to improve? All right, so I will take this card with this one. And let's see for pile number 3 as well. Thank you. Pile number 1. One card. The second card. Pile number 2. One and the second. And let's see for pile number 3 as well. What is going on with their health? What do they need to improve? Where do they need to pay attention? This. All right, so now we have the oracle cards and the tarot cards for each pile in part. You can take your time and think about which pile you resonate the most. Maybe you feel drawn to a specific pile here. Perhaps it's the green owl, the brown pumpkin, or the beautiful gray fox. And if you feel that you want to choose more than 1 pile, I invite you to do that. So just follow that inner voice and don't worry, the messages will arrive at you, exactly what you need to know right now. So let's go directly to the reading part. Hey, pile number 1, you choose this beautiful green turquoise owl, and it looks like this. Oh, I love it. The eyes are like the moons. And let's find out together what is coming next in your health life. Yes, so it could be your physical body, your emotional body, your mental or spiritual body, or someone around you as well who might be dealing with health issues. We will see exactly what the cards are saying. So we do have, for pile number 1, victory. All right. We also have Grace and Antoinette with the message to help heal this situation. See the other person's point of view with compassion. Okay? So this situation requires from you to be open to others' people's opinions, perspectives, and really look at the whole situation with compassion. We do have also home. So for pile number 1 might be connected with your home or your childhood place also, or the places where you really feel like home. Discover your life purpose. And music can be really, really very healing for you, pile number 1. We have the Empress energy. And I sense also here that some of you might be having someone in the family, at home, where you have, perhaps you are taking care of a mother figure, or you are the mother and you really need to take care of the others. We do have the Judgment card. Okay. The Page of Cups. And I'm getting through here energy of Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. We do have also Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. The Hermit in reverse. All right. The Emperor energy. Under the Empress. Beautiful. The Four of Cups in reverse. And the Hanged Man in reverse. Alright, so pile number 1 with the Victory Oracle card. It's quite very important to have this in your mind, that whatever the circumstance that you are right now, you're gonna win. Alright? Or someone else have won some sort of fight. But here, the conflict, if it was something very painful that you've been through, it kind of ended now. Okay? So it's not so... now we feel only the reminiscence and the echo of what we've been through. And it's quite very important, whatever the situation was, be merciful here. And if someone lost the battle, okay, so we might be dealing with someone in our family who really lost the battle, it's really important to stay gracious in that type of defeat and go forward with a positive point of view, a positive attitude. I know that it's hard for some of you, but it's really quite very important to listen to your angels, and they promise you that you will be stronger for whatever challenges will present themselves in the future for you. And as a light aspect, you need to know, pile number 1, that there is no to blame in this situation. Everyone involved really did their best and acted accordingly to their own consciousness. And be aware of bloodlust as well, because there is no need to punish anyone. This is the situation. We can't change the past. But I see here with the Grace and Antoinette that it's very important to heal in this process, to try to see the other person's point of view. I'm kind of sensing here that there were some sort of misunderstandings, and they occur because of some sort of judgments about the other person's motives and the character. But it's quite very important to heal this situation that you are dealing right now. The judgment needs to be released, all right? And instead of seeing someone good or bad, try to step into compassion, into this energy. And know that everyone is doing what they can. And instead of pitying someone, try to really see their inner strength and their divine spark. And in that way, you really encourage the divine light to be expressed within the other person and yourself. And for some of you, pile number 1, if you project something from your own shadow side into the other person, this opportunity, this situation offered an opportunity for you to clear away any ego issues that you might be dealing with, and release that part when you think of that person who really triggered that shadow aspect. Because the angels are really helping you in this situation, and you can really act without judgments and really act responsibly as well. So compassion is the key, pile number 1, compassion towards you and towards the other people involved. I see here the oracle card home, and the all symbolize knowledge and to be wisey. So I'm kind of sensing that a big part of your healing process might be helped by the ones with whom you connect from your home, your parents, your ancestors, someone old, someone very experienced who has knowledge and they can advise you very well. And it's quite very important to try to recreate that feeling of home within yourself and in your own environment. And that might has to do also with the way how we attract our partners, because we may attract our partners based on the positive or negative qualities of our parents that instilled in us. And this card, especially pile number 1, it honors the inner child, okay? So you might be dealing also with some sort of inner child wound, and it could drag you into an area where you want to recreate the home and hoping to get your childhood developmental codependency needs met. And you might even provoke the other to act or look like your original parents. So pay attention at the way how we project that wound. And it's really very important to not suppress them anymore. You are encouraged in this next period to feel those feelings that were really trapped inside you, and keep an eye to see where do you sabotage your life. And for some of you, the home could have been an amazing and a happy place and empowering. But for most of you, probably at pile number 1, that was lacking, okay? And it could have created some sort of hurt. And that hurt, that wound, it's imprinted in the nervous system. So that forced somehow the dysfunction you had with your parents to come at surface with your current partner and people close to you. And what you can do here, because I like to give an exercise as well, and it could really help you in the healing process, is that maybe those caregivers or guardians or your parents or whoever took care of you the way how they could in your childhood didn't show you love through the vital stages of development. And that maybe there was an abandonment wound I'm sensing here, or abuse even. But you can step in right now, pile number 1, and have the courage now to feel where that frozen pain was stored and really grieve that. You can use music, I can see here. You can use photos. You can also use movement and memories to connect with your inner child. You can use a meditation. And because very often this thing comes at surface, I was really thinking to post soon on my channel a meditation for connecting with your inner child and also to heal some parts of it. So I will bring that help in your way if you need it. But it's quite very important to touch your body, to intensify the sensation you are experiencing with the intention to release that emotion that was suppressed or stopped. And if you have a friend, a close friend, or a partner who is aware of this, they can really role play with you by offering you a non-judgmental and kind gaze as you express that story or feelings. And then that partner can play the role of your parent and tell you that you are lovable. And that could be done also in I don't know if you guys know about it. Maybe you should read more about it. It's called family constellations. As well, so there are many techniques, there are many therapies to do that. But start with this, okay? And spend time communicating with the little you and be gentle and loving. So some of you might be needed reparenting to heal that. And that's why I'm focusing on this so much, because it has such a huge impact on the way how we relate to people whom we love around, and as well, how do we see the process of healing that we are going through. I also see here Discover Your Life Purpose Oracle card. So pile number 1, you had 2 Oracle cards coming from this deck, so probably they were needed. But some of you might be going through this awakening, yes, where you start to ask yourself, what is the meaning of your life? And as a soul, you do have a physical experience that you are here to grow and learn. But you are being asked right now to immerse yourself in this life and expand and stretch and understand your reasons, your mission for being here. And your guides, your angels, your higher self are constantly communicating with you through signs, through your feelings, people, even books, even this reading. Follow that instinct, because you are being given important guidance. And it might be showing up through some sort of feeling like wanting to traveling somewhere, or to speak to someone, or perhaps write, paint, or attend a course or a seminar. But this inner guidance, you really need to listen to it. And I can see here that others might be challenging you and cause you to struggle right now, but through them you will know yourself. Okay, so you have to be aware of this. So give yourself this permission to focus on what really makes your heart sing, and put your intensity of emotion into attracting what you desire. And you can ask yourself 3 questions, and even I suggest you to keep a notebook and ask yourself, ask the divinity to help you to understand what is coming in your life and how it's serving you in your spirit. What is the next step for you? What is your mission here? I will post soon readings with those questions as well, so they might be helping you. But when you ask these questions, you really need to give yourself time and space to receive the answers. And they may come through a book, through a reading, a person perhaps, or even your inner self. So keep your journal in your insights, because it's going to help you in this healing process very much. I also see here the Empress, and first, intuitively, I felt that some of you might be dealing with a situation where you are taking care of a mother, or you are the mother, or your divine feminine comes at surface, and some of you might be needing or wanting, desire to take care of children as well, or want to help people who take care of children. And it's about nurturing. It's about nurturing yourself, to take care of yourself. It's the archetype of the Earth Mother. And we need to know here, pile number 1, that all of the nature, it's connected to your whole. So you might be in the next period be feeling way much better from your health point of view if you connect better with the earth creatures and receive their love in return. Some of you might be having pets, so that it's quite very good. Or connect with the nature, with the animals. The Empress also tells me that some of you might be pregnant, or you will successfully get pregnant, for those of you who are really trying to get pregnant. And for a small part of you, it could be that actually you intend to not get pregnant, but you are capable of getting pregnant, so pay attention here, be careful. And if for those of you who pregnancy, it's not really a factor in your health concerns, I can see here that you need, pile number 1, to nurture yourself more and really listen to your body's signals and watch your energy levels. Take time out for yourself, try to relax and unwind. So that's quite very important in this next phase, especially this autumn. And I see also here the Judgment and the Page of Cups in reverse. I can feel here that you definitely, with the Judgment card, you are going through a period of healing and wholeness after a difficult illness. And you might be coming, you or someone close from home, okay? You have come through the thought times, you learn from them, and you are really ready and willing to take all necessary steps to help you on the road to recover from this situation. And pay attention as well at behaviors. I'm kind of sensing that it's your energy here, but some of you might be really affected by someone very close in your home who might be behaving like that. So take what resonates with you. But I'm sensing here with the Page of Cups and the Hermit in reverse that there is some sort of, this energy is quite strong, a behavior that could actually be detrimental to your health. And it could be some sort of substances or abuse of substances or some sort of food. So for those of you, maybe it's needed to seek professional help to stop if you need to. Okay, and I'm seeing here like a nutritionist even. So it has to do with food. And it could be something like, for example, some of you might be needing to avoid gluten and they still want to eat some sort of, and they do know that it's quite not healthy for them. So situations like this, but it could be also for a small part of you, for pile number 1, it could be a situation where someone is really abusing alcohol, okay, or drugs. So that's a very small part. It could be someone close to you as well. So it's quite very important here to pay attention, because avoiding the doctor, okay, avoiding this type of meeting, that is quite important because of some sort of fears of getting bad news. You really need to realize that if you stick the head in the sand, that won't resolve things. So some of you might be postponed some sort of meetings where you need to do a normal checkup and you are afraid to go and see it. So go and do it. You might find out that it's not really something so huge, something that you could really fix, and things won't be so bad as you think so. So take the courage and do it. Okay? And we have also here the Empress with this magnifying glass here. Okay? And I see here that actually it's good to check up, to look a little bit closer, and in that way you really also take care of you, nurturing yourself and really taking care of yourself. And I'm seeing here for some of you that you might be dealing with a father figure also here, that they need to do this checkup. Or you are having a partner near you. There is someone who actually supports you here, and you support them as well. We have the Empress and the Emperor energy, quite very beautiful pile number 1. And I see also here with the Hermit in reverse, for a small part of you, it could be a situation in the next period where the mental health could be triggered and some wounds could be activated here. I'm kind of sensing here agoraphobia, paranoid. So maybe some of you might be dealing with someone old from the family, a father figure or a partner who might be having that. Or you might be isolating yourself at home, I can see here, and try to nurture yourself with music and photos and movies because you don't want to go out, okay? You don't feel really good. And I can also see here that you really need to take time out to relax, or your health may suffer. So for those of you who really don't feel like going out, you can do something quite amazing, an exercise, which, for example, for me, it worked, okay? Because we all have the tendency to isolate ourselves from time to time in the hermit mode. So pack your bag, take a blanket, take a book with you, take your earpods or some sort of music or a book, whatever you feel like to. You can make some small snacks also and go in a forest for 1 or 2 hours. You don't have really to do it with anyone. You can do it by yourself. It doesn't really matter if you arrive at the forest or not. Just do that. And you're going to see that doing that behavior for 10-20 minutes every day, it's going to let the energy move. I also see, especially now because it's autumn and it's so beautiful, the leaves are turning in such a beautiful color, and it could really be very, very helpful. Like yesterday, for example, I went outside in the forest and I took some autumn fruits and I crafted something in my place, and it was so lovely to be able to do that. So you can do a lot of activities also, even if the weather change. And I see also here, quite very important, that with the Emperor energy, try to reduce and eliminate activities that are too harsh for your body, and avoid punishing exercise regimes, and be kind to yourself. Work with your energy levels, not against them. And for those of you who are really having health issues, be logical in your approach to treat them, okay? So a small part is quite very important to seek out help, and another part is that we have the victory card, pile number 1. So don't be afraid of anything. Whatever it is, you can continue with a positive attitude. It's quite very important. And I also see here with the Emperor energy that it doesn't really serve you. I feel like I want to say this. It doesn't really serve you the saying, suck it up and get on with it. If you need to rest, rest. If you're ill, seek medical treatment and listen to your doctor's advice as well. I also see here the 4 of Cups in reverse under the Judgment card. So the Judgment card shows us that you've been through tough times and now you are recovering, okay? And for some of you, it could be also a spiritual awakening. But with the 4 of Cups in reverse, that tells me that you will be feeling quite soon re-energized and positive. And whatever health issues have been dragging you down in the past, things are about to change here. You no longer need to sacrifice or make compromises. So if you have been letting health issues affect your outlook on life in general, or stop you from doing things that you used to enjoy, your focus and the outlook should become much more positive, because you will find enthusiasm in your life, pile number 1. And you really need to think outside the box here with the Hanged Man energy in reverse to resolve those issues. For some of you, it's good to take in consideration also the possibility that other issues in other areas of your life may be actually aggravating and causing your health issues. And that could be stress, it could be grief, it could be anxiety. And all of those, pile number 1, can manifest themselves in a whole host of symptoms. And it could bring migraines, insomnia, poor concentration, or chronic fatigue, skin conditions, and the list goes on. So it's quite very important to keep a journal and see, am I grieving in this moment? Am I missing someone so much in this moment? How that affect my, how do I somatize that, and how that affect my physical health as well, and my mental health? And bring alternative and holistic therapies, because those actually could complement your current medical treatment. So you can boost your healing and really help resolve any issues that may be exasperating your health was here. So there are solutions, and this is a tema that I really like it as well, because I was dealing with health issues as well. I'm a normal person just like you, and we will find out a solution for everything. There is always a solution for everything. So meditate about this reading if you resonate with. If you feel that you resonate with more other piles, you are free to listen more than once. You can listen all of them, 3 or 2, depends what you feel drawn to. And I am here for you, so don't worry. See you at the next reading. Bye, pile number 1. Okay, pile number 2, you choose this beautiful brown pumpkin, and it looks like this. And let's see together what is coming next in your health life, even if it's physical, mental challenges, or emotional and even spiritual health. So let's see the cards. I'm really curious. We do have disquiet here. We have Yvonne with the message, you have a special bond with animals. Your pets on earth and in heaven are watched over by angels. So some of you might have a strong connection with the animal reign, courage, okay. We do have the Ace of Wands. I'm sensing here fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. The Queen of Discs, which is the Queen of Pentacles. So we do have earth signs as well, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Okay. We have the Four of Cups in reverse. So we have water signs also, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. The King of Wands. Okay. We have the Seven of Cups. The Devil energy. So you do want to manifest something here. We have the Eight of Earth. All right. And the Two of Earth, the Pentacles. Okay, so I am seeing here with the Disquiet card, the Oracle card, that if you have pile number 2, if you do have a vague feeling that something is not right, or perhaps you might be dealing with some sort of worries that doesn't seem to have a specific cause, you really have to trust those feelings of disquiet. Because even if the other people are telling you that everything is fine, don't worry, it's not such a big thing, your intuition, pile number 2, is correct. And something could be wrong. So it's, and that thing is closer than you think. So you should examine yourself more, perhaps your home, your health, your relationships, how they affect your health as well, and all the areas of concern in your life right now. And if you feel the need to make adjustments, just do it. And the light aspect and message from this oracle card is that once you find the obvious problem, the solution will be equally obvious. And the dark aspect of the card is don't make any sudden moves. Okay? So examine everything, listen to your body very much, observe your state, your emotional and your mental state as well, and then proceed. Okay? Even if the others are saying, no, don't worry, everything is fine, you know yourself the best. You are your best doctor. And I also see here with the Yvonne oracle card that animals in general, you have a very strong connection with the animal reign. Some of you might be having pets or might feel attracted. If you feel that you want to connect with them in the next period, and that brings a better energy when it comes about your health, do that, connect with the animals. I see also here that you have a special understanding of them as well. And you can really relate to their innocence and really trust the nature of animals. And you also feel a call to help them. So some of you might be dealing also with an issue where you are taking care of some sick animals, and you are very much guided in that area as well. But you love very much the animals and you connect with them. You have this deep, beautiful bond. And I also see that for some of you, for a part of you, it could be a situation where you guys may have lost a pet, and you need to know that their love, it's always there with you forever. And miracles can really happen with those who are alive, right? And you can really take care of them. They might be getting much better when it comes about the health. And you do have those angelic qualities when you bond with them and really help them. Some of you might even be able to communicate wordlessly with these wondrous creatures. And that special bond with the animal kingdom, it's really opening new doors for you right now, and it could bring healing into your life as well. So that's quite very beautiful, pile number 2. If you feel the need that you want to buy a pet in this period, do it. You know what is best for you. The cards really show the energy that you are surrounded by your guardian angels and by your spirit guides, and they guide you in that direction as well. We also have here the Ace of Wands and the Courage card. I definitely see here that even if you are dealing with some sort of challenges right now when it comes about your health, you should not be afraid. Okay? Don't be afraid of success. Don't be afraid of failure. Don't be afraid of the outcome. Because you can't stay in this situation as you are right now. So you really need to make a decision. You really need to move forward with belief. You really need to trust and give it your all, no matter the outcome. So despite of what you might be telling yourself, that you might be telling yourself things like, oh, but I got everything that I need, and I have everything in my backpack and in my closet, everything that I need to stay healthy. But actually, you really need to get out of those limitations, okay? Because you might be needing some sort of other approaches when it comes about your health. Maybe it's not just the medicine, maybe it's also a mental and emotional approach. And I can see that there are some blessings coming towards your way. So you really need to explore both attitudes. And you need to keep positive and believe that everything is going to work out for your absolute best, pile number 2. And you are being asked by your spirit guides and your angels to really gather all the courage that you have to be who you truly are and to really stay strong for your convictions. And as an exercise here, if you want to succeed when it comes about your health life, you really need to prepare for those challenges that are coming on your way. And you can make a list of the support that you need. You have to become aware of what or who you are afraid of, or really very important, keep a journal and see, I'm afraid of, I don't know, I can give an example of this virus. I am afraid to not get sick with this. I am afraid to not, my mental health to not get worse, or those things. It's quite very important to hold a list with it. And you can also make a mental exercise to really look into the eyes of this fear, like it's taking shape of a person. And you imagine how it looks like, look into the eyes, and really speak to it mentally that you are willing to learn from it and master the lessons, but you are not willing to be a slave to it. All right? And you can imagine loving your fear and really taking steps forward for whatever fears you might be dealing in present. And I can see also here with the Ace of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles that you are very courageous. I do see that you will have a good health in the next period, or good news in relation to health. So no fear, have courage. You will have renewed energy and passion, especially in relation to diet and the fitness plan, if you do have one. For some of you, for a small part of you, it could signify also that you might be giving birth, or you might be getting pregnant. So this is really a very positive card for those of you who are really trying to conceive. And I also see here that your health is improving also because you are taking in the next period decisions when it comes about good eating, regular exercise, or getting plenty of rest and relaxation. So if you had health issues by now, this is telling you that you have to look to how you are treating yourself and your body, and think about how much time you give yourself and how much attention you pay to what you are putting into your body, and make sure you are taking proper care of yourself, pile number 2. And again, re-energize with the Ace of Wands and the Four of Cups in reverse. Both of the cards tells me new energy, re-energized and positive. So whatever happened or it's happening in the present, things are about to change and for good. And if until now you have left those health issues or the way how you are looking at life to stop you from doing beautiful things, maybe it stopped you to focus. This will become more positive soon. And you will find your enthusiasm again. I'm seeing you starting to do things here with the King of Wands energy. and the star. So you are starting something new, a new diet, or perhaps a new way of approaching your health, and that is quite very good. I see very good cards right now here for you, pile number 2, and you do have the courage. Bravo. That's quite beautiful what I'm seeing here. You will have also vitality and good health. But very important, don't forget to take time out to relax. Because sometimes when we have this boost of energy and we want to do so many things, we forget to relax, and we might be overdoing it, all right? I also see that there is this tendency to overexerting yourself and overdoing yourself and taking too many things, especially when we have this boost of energy. But you need to balance here, because when you do something like that, it might be leaving you run down and susceptible to illness or injury. So try to reduce a little bit the workload in a way that you can manage everything and make time for yourself also. Some of you, a very small part of you, might be dealing with some sort of mental health problems. It could be some sort of hallucination, but there are 2 types of hallucinations, okay? Actually 3 types, but I'm not going too deep here. We know that there are people who really have psychic abilities, so it could be a little bit overloading in the next period. There are also people who, due to stress, might experience hypnagogic hallucination, which are perfectly quite normal. So there are many, many things. Don't be scared. Just be careful. Try to relax. And I'm seeing also here a challenge with the Devil card. I see here that a small part of you, those of you who choose pile number 2, you might be dealing with something in your life or somebody in your life. It could be you or someone very near who has a poor health, okay? Or some sort of harmful behavior. And here we are talking about addictions. It could be alcoholism. It could be compulsive overeating. It could be watching too much social media, negative news, eating too much sweets, or exercising too much and bring themselves to exhaustion. So anything, it could be an abusive situation. So it could be also dealing with someone who is mentally or emotionally abusing you. So pay attention here at the red flags. See what is toxic in your life, what creates a toxic dynamic in your life also, starting with relationships, with the way how we eat, with the way how we sleep, how much we abuse certain things. And for some of you, you might be dealing with depression or anxiety, panic attacks. I can sense here schizophrenia also for a part, or it could be that you are dealing with someone, probably you have someone near who is dealing with those things. But we do not look at the cards to make diagnosis, okay? I'm not a professional doctor, but I'm reading the energy of the cards, so I will focus on this energy, and I could see here that for those of you who are really, really going into deep depression or other issues, it's quite very important to seek mental health professional here. So for some of you, I'm really curious, so you guys might be commenting on this reading, because I'm seeing some things coming at surface with this energy. Some of you might be having some sort of high blood pressure here. And if you feel unwell in the next period or inexplicably exhausted, you can check up here. And don't let whatever you are dealing with, pile number 2, okay? Do not let that define you. So if you have some sort of restrictions, you really have to be careful to not put excessive limitations on yourself out of fear or exasperating the issue that you are dealing with, because there is always a solution here. And I also here see with the 8th of Earth and the 2 of Earth that some of you, a big part of those who choose pile number 2, you might be working too hard right now. And probably because you wanted to achieve some sort of recovery, or as I saw it earlier, exercising too much, doing fitness too harsh. So if you are paying attention to your health in the next period and what your body needs actually, you might be showing a lot of self-discipline also. This will be paying off, of course. And you might be feeling a little bit more healthier and stronger than before. But don't abuse, okay, with the devil energy. Don't abuse. If you want to make 100 push-ups, don't make 200 push-ups, something like that. I'm kind of seeing here a lot of ambition. Yes, with the Ace of Wands, you feel like you can move the mountains right now, but relax, pile number 2. And it's quite very important with the Two of Earth here to remember to balance your work life and the personal life with your health needs. So be sure to take time out to eat healthy and exercise. And if for some of you who are starting a new healthy eating plan or a new sport fitness routine or yoga, this tells you this energy to really ease yourself into these things. And don't try to do too much, too soon, too fast, like anything that it's excess. Relax, okay? So that was my reading for pile number 2. In general, you have beautiful, beautiful cards. Try to keep balance and moderation. It's the key here. And examine everything that you are dealing with right now, because the solution will come at surface. And don't make too much movements, all right? So see you at the next reading. If you like this reading, you can press like and subscribe to get notification for my future readings. And as well, you can leave a comment. I'm really curious what you are doing to improve your health, your emotional, your mental, and your physical health. It could inspire others as well. So I invite you to do that, so to leave a comment. And see you at the next reading. Bye! Okay, pile number 3, you choose this beautiful gray fox, and it looks like this. And let's see the cards, and let's see what it's coming next in your health life, what challenges you are dealing with, how to improve that. It could be your physical health, your emotional, your mental or spiritual health. So I'm curious, and let's see the cards. We do have retreat card here for pile number 3. We have also Azure with the message, your desired outcome will occur in the very near future. Have patience and faith, and don't try to force it to happen. Interesting. Pile number 3. We have how teachable are you? And I can see the number 9, and it could mean also the month that we are right now. And perhaps for some of you, the number 9 could have an important meaning. We have also 8 in here, which is also 9. Self-sabotage. All right. We do have the Two of Wands energy. So I'm sensing here also fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We have the Wheel of Fortune. We have the Five of Wands. the Judgment card. All right, so some of you might be going through a spiritual awakening here, or a wake-up call. Let's move this like this. We do have the Three of Cups energy. Water element here. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. The Star. Right? We also have the Six of Fire, which is the Six of Wands. And the King of Air, which is the King of Swords. All right. Pile number 3. I can see here with the Retreat card. All right. And fox symbolize trickery, strategies, being very smart, using your mind, your intellect to fix issues. And we have so much wands here, so much fire, so perhaps it is needed. I'm seeing you here going into some sort of retreat. And it could be that you might have dealt with an event that turned unexpected. And something that might have looked inviting at the first, it turned out to be much worse than you anticipated. And perhaps you did right to run away from a situation. But you have to really be careful. Oh my, that was a huge thunder. It's really raining since a couple of days here, and I love it. I'm seeing here that you retreated to a calm, rational retreat that actually will serve you better. Or if you are having in your mind to do that, so do it. It's okay. It's perfect. If you feel, I'm kind of sensing here that you thought with the fox energy, hey, me, pile number 3, I will be very quiet, smart, and strategic and use my energy in a good way if once per year I am going there to relax, to retreat, to refocus, to regain force and energy. I'm kind of seeing you in that energy, and that's quite very good. That will actually serve you better than caroling widely. And I might suggest you here, pile number 3, don't rush from one bad situation into one that it's even worse. There is no need to look back. Just leave it all behind you and plot your next move. And as a light aspect message here, sometimes the bravest thing, it's knowing when to step back, when to retreat, when to relax. And as a dark aspect, you might be dealing with some sort of energy around you that I'm sensing here a bit of cowardly behavior towards some situations, but we are not going deeper. Important is that you are thinking that it's good to retreat. And I see also here the Azure energy with the message, your desired outcome will occur in the very near future. Have patience and faith and don't try to force it to happen. And I see here that, yes, pile number 3, your wish will come true. You will receive what you wish when it comes about your health, what you have planned for. But you really need to be patient here and try to... Okay, guys, so if you hear strong rain, this is ice rain right now on my window. 1 second, I really need to see this. Wow, beautiful. Okay. Pile Pile number 3, you really need patience, and you can visualize. Positive visualization works very good for you. It is needed right now to improve your health. And have a little bit of faith, pile number 3. I'm kind of seeing you that you have the tendency to really flip into that negativity quite easy. And you can actually speed up the process, the healing process, if you have more faith. And those doubts and worries, the mental doubts and worries that you might be dealing with about how your wishes and how your prayers will be answered, this will slow them down. So just have faith. Your faith is really tested right now. And remember that the how of answered prayers that you might be putting up there, it's up to the divine wisdom, okay, with the fox energy here and the creator. For some of you, I have the feeling that I'm really feeling strong energy right now with the fox archetype. It could be your spiritual guide, animal totem. Some of you might be really connected very much with this animal. And I'm sensing that some of you might be even met one. You really need to tap into the qualities of this animal, okay? It might be helping you very much to remember that you do have those attributes within yourself. And you should release all the worries that you might be dealing with and the fears. So the more you stay centered in the faith, then you can get assistance from your angels, from your spirit guides, and your animal totem. I also see here with the how teachable are you and the self-sabotage. Pile number 3, you really need to ask yourself mentally here, are you really open to learn new things in your life? Or how high is your desire to let go of judgment, of doubts, of the negativity and self-sabotage? And you have to focus on the things that you love to do, your favorite things. Perhaps it could be watching TV and that could do you good, or go shopping, or play a game, or drink a certain juice, or perhaps have a little chat with your friends. And those things that you love so much to do, are you willing to give those things up in order to create time to learn something new? Are you sick and tired of being sick and tired? So you are challenged here by your spirit guides to check up on those and really check to see what is your willingness to really apply what you learn. Because you might be learning many new things about how to improve your health, but you might be resistant to change, okay? So for some of you, it could be just a simple thing like, oh, I want my emotional and my mental health to stay better, but I'm feeling all the time tired, but I am not going to give up smoking. This is an example, all right? So you really need to check up on those. And we do know that those might be attachments. So I know how painful it could be a withdrawal. But every time you begin to think, even mentally, I saw that before. I already know this. I've heard it before. I saw it coming. I know what happened last time, so it's going to happen again. This doesn't apply to me. It's happening to the others. When you are thinking like that, your ability to learn diminish enormously. And it will come at a point where you may become virtually unteachable without realizing it. So if you apply what you have learned into your life, like pile number 3, this is a huge warning, walk the talk, okay? So what you are talking, apply it as well. And this card definitely, for pile number 3, this is beckoning you to not only be open-minded, but it's quite important to take specific action towards change. And to create, I have an exercise here for pile number 3. To create this change, you need to start with something small. like, I don't know, the way how you drink your coffee. And eventually you will change that habit. And this really builds confidence, builds self-esteem when you start working towards the big changes you need to make. And during those changes, do small things. Buy a journal to write your dreams in, or talk to someone about your transformation. But every day do something small, even if it takes only a couple of minutes, because that will create positive transformation in your life when it comes about your health. And another thing that you could do here, pile number 3, is to really ask yourself, am I teachable right now? Do I think that I know better? Because people who are the most teachable experience the most success in their life. And I'm seeing here a self-sabotage for pile number 3. You really need to become aware of how your inner saboteur function, because you may be about to sabotage a huge opportunity that it's coming or came into your life. So I'm kind of seeing pile number 3 procrastinating, but it's the saboteur archetype, that's for sure here. But if you recognize it all the way, you pass up interesting opportunities and even a relationship. I can see it here that because of this attitude, you might have left behind the relationship. Actually, this could have been an opportunity for you to grow and learn and to evolve and become really fulfilled. But the saboteur archetype, it's terrified, pile number 3, of change. It's like, it sends you this type of energy, like you really need to guard your heart. That will harm you. That will hurt you. But this is a misguided belief. And I'm kind of seeing here that if you do not escape from your comfort zone, you cannot really succeed and experience the love and the joy which will fulfill you. And on the lighter side, with the saboteur archetype, this can actually help you connect to your intuition and really help you to listen to your deeper wisdom, okay? Like that wisdom that you had it when you were a child. And it can assist you in really deciphering a potential dangerous situation from an exciting one and not really confuse them because of this saboteur archetype. So you really need to take deep breaths and really become conscious of where in your body you feel like you are limiting yourself. You can place your hands on that part of your body. You can visualize this saboteur archetype. It may look similar to this card, or like a shadow aspect of you, okay? Some of you who have really strong visualization and dreams, you might have even see it. Ask this part of yourself to show you how you miss out on or sabotage your relationship, your career, your money, your health, and any other aspects of your life where you are not feeling fulfilled. And become aware of your patterns. You can make a commitment to yourself, pile number 3, to really start focusing on your strength and rather than your weaknesses. And try to focus when you are dealing with the other people, okay? Because I'm seeing here the 2 of Wands, but I'm seeing a mirror. When you project on the other, try to focus not on their weaknesses, but on their strength. And do that with yourself as well. So it's just a mental pattern that it's not doing you good, pile number 3. And welcome those new experiences in your life. I also see here with the 2 of Wands, because this attracted my attention. There is here definitely a loss of will or pressure from the other, some sort of coercion situation where you might be dealing with an illusion or enchantment. And that actually may be keeping you from fulfilling your potential for having a more healthy life. So do not be overly influenced by other people and their plans for you, because you will have 2 paths in terms of health, and you will need to decide which one to take. And this can take the form of having 2 possible treatment routes for an illness or an injury, or having to choose between sticking with your exercise regime or quitting completely and going back to old habits. All right, so you are really need to make this choice, but only you, pile number 3, you can decide which way to go. It's your life and your health. But I'm seeing here that you are kind of at the mercy of the fate with the Wheel of Fortune energy. So don't struggle against your destiny, because the situation of your health will improve. You become aware of this, so I'm pretty sure that you will improve. You are already doing a lot of improvements. Some of you might be dealing with health issues. And here the Wheel of Fortune tells me that it's turning in your favor. If you experience health issues that force you to make a necessary adjustment in your life right now, that is good. For those of you, perhaps you might be pushing yourself too far mentally, physically, or emotionally. Or you might be finding about an illness that actually forces you to slow down and take things more easy. But this is a way how the universe is telling you that you need to take better care of yourself. So this is the warning: make positive adjustments. The danger here is to fall in the old habits. Okay, so you become aware of this and make the adjustments so that won't happen. And those positive adjustments will be the ones who are really kind to your body and health. And your courage here with the 5 of Wands, it's tested. Your ingenuity and you are challenged for sure here. And it could be a battle for some of you, but it will be successful. Just reduce the adrenaline and the stress levels that those may have left you prone to stress related to whatever health issues you are dealing with. And it could lead also to high blood pressure for some of you. And a part of you could be even dealing with some sort of injuries because you play too aggressive, or contact sports I'm seeing here. And I'm seeing the awakening process here. Could be a spiritual awakening or a wake-up call. Okay? And this is like the judgment card. When it appears in a reading, it's more about spiritual alignment that brings peace. So this is a period of healing for you also, pile number 3. I think we had the judgment card also at pile number 1 or 2. But you have come through the thought times, you learn from them, and you are ready and willing to take all necessary steps to help you on the road to recovery. And I'm seeing also here with the Wheel of Fortune friendship and playfulness and sharing activities. So I think for you it's quite very important, because I'm seeing under those the 2 of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune. Some of you might be at a crossroad where you might have to choose. Am I choosing to play very much with my friends here and it's damaging my health? Or is it good for my health to do that? So how much? I also see here that it's quite important when you share your activities with the others to choose to do some health activities also. Okay? And with the 3 of Cups, for those of you who might be dealing with some sort of social events or celebration, but it could tempt you into overindulgence or excessive partying, excessive drinking, excessive eating. Enjoy yourself, pile number 3, but be mindful of the impact excessive indulgence could have on your health, and try to moderate things here. And you are going definitely with the star energy here. You are going through a time of great healing on all levels: spiritual, emotional, mental, and physical. And your health issues, be careful what choices you are doing here, but your health issues will improve. They will be resolved in a positive way. And you will feel much more hopeful in the next period about your future health. And you're going to have a victory here with the 6 of Wands. victory over a disease or success in battling an illness. So this is a very good card to receive if you have been ill. And it could also represent a return to sports after an injury for some of you, for a part of you. And with the King of Swords here, I can see here that it's so important to put more structure into your routine, and that it's the key to actually maintain and improve your health or your fitness. And this could be also small things like going to bed at a set time, eating set meals, working out in a more structured way, like taking an exercise class or getting a personal trainer. But for those of you who have health issues, the King of Swords tells me also about a surgery or consultants being involved in your care. So everything will go fine, and I hope you will be wise just like this fox and choose the right things for you. So that was my reading for pile number 3 concerning your health. And if you like it, you can press like and subscribe so you can receive a notification for my next readings. And I'm really curious about your plan here, so please, I invite you to share your experience, which could inspire others as well, in the comment box under the description. So see you at the next reading. Bye, and take care of you.